Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday. It is the 23rd day of May, 2025. I hope you're safe and healthy today. Hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, and health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in health, along with first responders, often risking their lives to save other people's lives. Blessings also upon those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and those perverts that cause these things to exist. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, and military veterans homeless in the United States. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight. I'm here in Celebration, Florida with some of my Hebrew brethren. We're at a resort, and I'm chilling out, but I ain't forgot about Knicks Nation. Got my coffee this morning. It's already been a busy morning, but let's talk about the game. So tonight, first off, let me just say this. Let me start off. You know I got to clean some house first. Some fool came on my channel, right, talking about what happened the other night is unforgivable. Don't come on my channel saying stupid words like that. Unforgivable? I hope that idiot never did nothing that somebody looks at him and says is unforgivable. That's pretty dumb. Don't come here and do that. Okay? This is not. And then somebody come in here talking about Tom Thibodeau needs to go on that vacation. In other words, they fire him. Don't react to a bad Knicks game by threats. Don't do that. That shows what kind of character you have. If your reaction to something that's tough is threats, you ain't got no character. And I don't want you on my channel. Then somebody else said, Halliburton's better than Brunson because Brunson plays hero ball. Halliburton doesn't get everybody involved, gets everybody involved. So you use Brunson's bad game at 43 points to say that he's a hero ball guy. Don't come in here with that. Don't. You want to be negative, talk to your mirror. Don't talk in here. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. I won't even give them fools the dignity of telling you their names. They so stupid. Don't come in here with that. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. So, tonight's keys. Well, they were the same as they were the other night. And the Knicks actually, what everybody has forgotten apparently, and trying to be negative, Knicks Nation, don't listen to some of these fools. This is my advice. Because the negativity is like a disease, and you pick it up and you spread it. Don't do that. The Knicks played really good basketball. They was beating the Indiana Pacers behind. They was whooping their ass for 45 minutes of the game. Just the last 3 minutes, they messed up. And you know what? This is the thing. Indiana is a worthy opponent. I still feel like the Knicks going to win this series in 6. I still feel like the Knicks are really the better team. But Indiana, that don't take nothing away from Indiana. And you can't let up off. The whole reason Rick Carlisle plays 10, 11 dudes is because he wants them to keep coming at the opponent. Keep coming at you. And so the Knicks have to play, which they're capable of playing, 48 minutes of good basketball. This is why we wait until this Thibodeau's teams generally get better in May because they learn that's one of the things they pick up, 48 minutes of good basketball. So they played 45 minutes the other day. Jalen Brunson, I pointed out that he went away from the game plan. When I point out something like that, it's not a door opening for all y'all to crap on Jalen Brunson. That's what some people take it. If I bring out he did this wrong or that wrong, some people say, I never liked him. You know. Jalen Brunson, let's acknowledge one thing. He is one of the most intelligent basketball players in the world. Not just as a basketball player, but do you realize he graduated from the University of Villanova in 3 years? A lot of dudes that ain't got no basketball scholarship, got all the time in the world, can graduate in 6 years. He graduated in 3 years. Okay? and played basketball and won 2 championships. He's very intelligent, both on and off the basketball floor. He's competitive, and that's what sometimes overshadows the high IQ he has, because he wants to beat you, but he wants to show you can't beat him, which is why he went away from the game plan in the 4th quarter in the last game. Fine. But he's also smart enough to recognize what I just said without me telling him, without anybody telling him. He's a leader. So we expect tonight that they're going to stick with the game plan. We saw OG on the Anunoby get up and call Anthony Towns behind because Karl Anthony Towns was too slow on defense. Now, the thing about Towns, like I said, I didn't realize it before, that I'm realizing now is he gets confused quickly because of the speed of the defense. He gets confused. And that's why maybe he's even better as a power forward. He don't got to read the defense like he does at the 5. At the 5, you got to call out defensive coverages, okay? You got to read the defense. Mitchell Robinson could do that. Cat can't. But for now, Cat has got to be able to do that. He has got to be able to recover. He's got to read the play. He's got to be able to either jump out on a shooter or roll with the roll man. He's got to be able to do that. So that's key today. So Towns is really key on both sides of the ball. He's got to get fed the ball because nobody on Indiana could guard him. Nobody on Indiana could guard him. So he got to get more shots. Again, that's on Jalen, because Jalen knows he got to feed Towns the ball. So Towns got to get his 20 shots. He got to get touches today. Brunson has got to let Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart and Deuce McBride fight that pressure. Don't try to fight. And he was doing it for 3 quarters and 45 minutes on Friday. And then all of a sudden he decided he was going to be the hero, and that messed everything up. Like I said, I'm very confident that's not going to happen today. So he'll play off ball. He's going to let those 3 guys handle the pressure that Indiana gives him, and they're gonna be all right in that regard. So, and again, stay with the shooters. Stay home. Stay with your man. They were doing that very well until 3 minutes left in the game when they let Aaron Nesmith go nuts. And I'm glad Aaron Nesmith went nuts, and I'm glad I'm glad Halliburton did the choke sign, because when Reggie Miller did that, they lost the series. Why? Because you celebrating too early. Just like the Knicks did in that game, that's a microcosm for the series. You don't be putting the choke sign up in game 1 of a 7-game series. That's pretty stupid. So the Knicks know that. They'll be ready to play today. So stay with your man. Stay home on your man. Talk on defense. Towns especially. This is important. Towns has got to... And the thing is, if he can stay away from stupid fouls and stay on the floor longer, that's part of the reason he doesn't always get as many shots. It's not just Jalen Brunson. It's like they asked Tibbs, how come Towns isn't getting shots? Well, you can't get shots when you're in foul trouble on the bench. That's on Towns. He's got to play smart. He needs at least 20 shots today. He needs to stay out of foul trouble. No dumb fouls, no hooks, no bows to somebody's throat. You've got to be smart, okay? Everybody needs to stay home on the shooters for Indiana. And Brunson needs to allow Mikal and Hart and Deuce to bring the ball up. Now, I kind of expected that we might see Precious Achiuwa in the last game only because of the waves of pressure that Indiana brings. We did not. But what we did see was Cameron Payne. And let me again explain for the knuckleheads out here. The type of shots Cameron Payne takes, listen carefully, is what he's being paid to take. Those little sidewind shots that he takes from the left side or the right side of the floor and they look funny, that's his game. He shoots that. He hits that. He did it last game. He was +5 in 7 minutes on Wednesday. So he did have a couple of bad games against the Celtics, and after the first game against Detroit, he struggled. Matter of fact, the fool, what's that fool name? It was one of them fools said, he ain't made a 3-pointer since Detroit first game. As soon as he said that, he made 2 3-pointers. And then he went like this. Like, in other words, zip your mouth up. Because Cameron Payne will hit a 3. So this is why the Knicks have him. He plays disruptive defense, and he can hit a big 3 in a playoff spot. We should remember that from Philly. I remembered it from when he was in Philly and when he was on Phoenix. You probably won't see Shamet. Remember a lot of people calling for Shamet? I hear you. But no, you probably won't see him. You might see Precious, but I'm hoping we get a few more MitchRob. Not a lot more. MitchRob played 21 minutes on Wednesday. I'm looking for 25 today. I'm like Deuce to get, like he did. Deuce got in game 6 against Boston. Deuce got 32 minutes. I'm looking for something like that again. But maybe he'll get less because we're going to get about a little 6, 7, 8 minutes of pain today, which is cool. That's the rotation, though. You got the starting 5, MitchRob, Deuce, and Payne. And even the haters, even Stan Van Gundy with his sorry ass, he said the Knicks bench outplayed the Pistons bench, though the Pacers bench, though the Pacers bench scored more. Pacers bench was negative 14. Deuce and Payne and MitchRob was plus 14. And that's because it's not just about scoring, it's about getting stops. And Deuce and MitchRob, they got stops. I love the lineup that did the 10-2 run before they put the starters back in. And that's another thing I need to address with some knuckleheads. Y'all just like to wait until we lose to come up with your poison, man. Save that mess. Sit on it, right? Because look, somebody said, well, why Tibbs took the hot team out? Let me explain something. I don't know if you might have noticed, but the man's only been coaching in New York for 5 full seasons. So maybe you should have noticed. Tibbs likes to close the game with his starters. Unless there's a situation that calls otherwise. And it's not a situation where the second unit is hot. He don't close with the second unit, even if they are hot. He likes to close with his starters. And he did it on Wednesday because there was no indication that they would blow the game. How was he supposed to know he going to put his starters in the game with 3 minutes left and they're going to blow a 14-point lead? None of us would have expected that. So he always closes with his starters. Depending on if somebody's in foul trouble, he might have a Deuce in there. You know, if Hart is in foul trouble or McCall's in foul trouble, he might have a Deuce in there with them. Or he might have MitchRob. But the MitchRob-Cat combination, this is what it was. It was MitchRob, Cat, Deuce, Payne, and OG. Sometimes he put Hart in for OG. That is dynamite. And so that's another key for tonight. You know what? Indiana can come with 100 dudes. They can't mess with us, though. So it's all good. So look, the keys. Keep them daggone turnovers low. That's on Brunson, making sure he's not trying to fight that pressure. Keep them low. Cat, no stupid fouls today. You're going to get his 20 shots. I don't care if they're threes or whatever. Get his 20 shots. Because the more he shoots, the better we are. Okay? Stick with your man. Stay home defensively. Stay home defensively. Mikal Bridges got to come out the gate without his head being up in his behind. Stay home defensively. Stay with your man. Okay? Rebound the basketball. I ain't got to say that to them. MitchRob's going to do business. He always does business. Mitchell Robinson's going to be a key here with Deuce. That bench is going to be a key. You bring that bench in and you add Karl Anthony Towns to it and any of the other guys you want, and you got something. Okay? Stay close. You got to run, like Josh Hart said the other day after he said, we did not run through the finish line. Very well said. They got to run through the finish line. Indiana's not giving you nothing. They're going to be coming at you for 48 minutes. Expect that. And if you up W, that's why, again, some people be criticizing Tibbs because he keeps the starters in late. Wednesday night, you saw why. Okay? That's why. No lead is safe in the league with the three-point shot. No lead is safe. Neesmith proved that the other night. So next time he does, I don't hear nothing from you. All right? So those are the keys to them winning this game today. I won't be watching the game live, but I will be watching the replay. I probably won't see the replay until Sunday because I get it replayed on my TV at home. I'm in a resort now, so we're not going to get it replayed here. But I'll see the game on Sunday when we get ready to do our afternoon get-together on Sunday. So hopefully it's a Knick win. But yeah, if they stick to the game plan, they should be as in control of this game come fourth quarter as they were Wednesday. The only difference being they know they got to run through the finish line today. And that's what it is. And Jalen Brunson's a key to that, and so is Karl Anthony Towns. So let's get this dub. Hey, listen, enjoy your weekend. This is Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Shout out to all the military veterans that have put it all on the line and are now resting in their graves. Shout out to them. That's what this is about. Shout out to the military veterans that put it all on the line and out there homeless. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the military veterans that have put it all on the line and are home. Shout out to y'all. Shalom.